after she becomes a lesbian.
You killed me. No, I haven't done comedy for a few months, so just didn't feel as smooth as I'd like, but it's a good crowd.
Oh yeah, the crowd is excellent.
You did great.
This is just a reminder. Please tip your wonderful bartenders. And also buy more drinks. Comedy is always better, tired or drunk. And that's why SNL is still running.
I'm glad you liked it. I appreciate it.
You can tell you've been putting in the work.
Your next comedian told me to announce him this way.
Because I think you're one of the hardest working people.
He booked us on this show, but he's the reason we're not getting paid. Please welcome to the stage, Ben Whittle.
Not getting paid's in the contract, guys. You signed.
Your birthday is June 26th.
Wow, this is so awesome. Honestly, I am gonna gush a little bit. This is the third show that I've produced here, and this is the best turnout so far by like a lot. A lot, guys. Yeah, that first show had 2 people at it, which was fun. So again, thank you so much for being here. It means I get to keep doing this. And let's hear it for your awesome comics. Again, they're phenomenal. And another great thing is that I don't know most of you, which is great. So it's not like my friends showing up out of pity. So yeah, my name's Ben. I moved here from Colorado a little over a year ago. Yeah, there's a lot of Colorado people here, I've noticed, which is great. But so so I was born in Florida. My family's from Kansas, which is like the Seattle's version of the Legion of Doom or something. So my family's like, traditional Midwestern Catholic people, which was a lot of fun growing up because they were really strict on some things, but really lax on others. Like, for example, when I was in 3rd grade, I wasn't allowed to watch Hannah Montana on the Disney Channel because it was too adult. But that same year in 3rd grade, for Christmas, Santa gave me a 20-gauge shotgun. So, like, you can't have the best of both worlds, I guess. And well, the other thing is, like, I did still strongly believe in Santa at that point in time, and so I didn't know if the gun was because I'd been really good, or if it was like a threat to not be bad again. It's like, ho ho ho, next year, come the shells. I would like to say my family's very supportive. Last time I went home, I was driving with my little sister back from Boulder, and I'm sitting in the car with her, and she goes, you should really try to get a job on like that TV show The Office or something like that. I was like, why? She's like, well, like everybody on The Office was like a failed comedian going nowhere. I was like, that is a terrible thing. She's like, I didn't mean it like that. I'm like, that's exactly how you said it. Another one, I was coming back from a hike with my dad, and he goes, comedy, huh? You've just never been funny. I was like, Jesus. And he's like, oh, I didn't mean it. I was like, again, exactly what you said. And actually, very recently, I was on the phone with my mom, and I was like, in my micro studio apartment, being like, I'm gonna look back on these days one day and laugh. And she's like, I mean, you're still doing that? I was like, yes, Mom, I'm still doing it. And now I'm gonna do it out of spite. Like, I'm not going to quit because I just, you gotta love my parents, they're wonderful people. Gotta give them the finger every now and then. But so like my family's kind of well off, and this is how, I'm gonna paint you a picture of how well off my family is. My parents were supposed to visit 6 months ago. 3 days before they came out, this is an absolutely true story, I got a call from my mom, and she's like, Ben, we're not gonna be able to come visit. I'm like, why? And she's like, I just started this juice cleanse, and I'm just, I really gotta see it through. And Mike, but not see me, that's cool. No, they are wonderful people, you can laugh at that. So yeah, I do this. I actually do work here as well. I'm a waiter downstairs. So the Triple Door very generously allows me to do this. But I've had a lot of jobs because, you have a family. When I was 8, my dad was like, you gotta pull yourself up by your fucking Velcro and earn your keep. And so my first job ever, illegally, was at an amusement park called Heritage Square. You know it? Yeah, hell yeah. It is dangerous. Do not go there. I ran the roller coaster one day and goes around once, and there's this lady who's looking way too scared for this roller coaster. Goes around another time, and I realized then that I had forgotten to buckle her into the roller coaster. So she's holding on to her child with a vice grip, guys. And I figured, it only goes around 4 times. They've been around twice. They're fine. So I'm not proud of it, but I did just keep the ride going until it ended. And when they got off, she wasn't even mad at me, y'all. She was so thrilled they were still alive that she just walked away squeezing her child and like, oh, I'll never let you go. And I'm like, I think I did a good service that day. I brought a mother and her son together. Amusement parks, I don't get it. Like, there's only 2 types of people who work at amusement parks, right? People who can't yet drive, and people who can no longer drive. And those are the people running 16-ton death machines, shuttling mostly children. So yeah, didn't get I told my boss, I was like, bro, I totally forgot to buckle it. And he's like, dude, no way, that's awesome. And I was like, oh. It is as bad as it sounds. I mean, it really fucking is, guys. The most interesting job I've ever had, for sure, though, before I moved here, during COVID, I worked at a laboratory that tested, it was an animal testing laboratory. There's no easy way to put that. But it was a cancer lab, so we were testing cancer on the mice. And just really quick side note, a lot of tech people have gotten laid off recently, and I'm very happy about that because during 2020, my roommates are both tech salesmen, and I still had to go in because, like, animals need care, right? You can't just not go. And so I would come home every single day to my roommates, very drunk and very stoned on the couch, while making 3 times my salary. And that made me bitter. I'm not gonna lie, guys. And to top it all off, because it's a cancer lab, the mice don't make it. They don't. I mean, if you give a mouse human cancer, it's not great. But they had a fun nickname for me. Every time I'd come home, they would go, hey, what's up, Mittler? How was your time at Mauschwitz? And it was a super depressing job, and they did not care because, again, making 3 times my salary, being drunk and high on the couch. Another interesting job. So when I moved out here, I got a modeling gig, right, which was cool. Has anybody heard of the soda brand Jarritos? Yeah, it's a Mexican soda brand known for their super brightly colored sodas, like green, purple, orange. So I got this gig, I was really excited for it, and I'd show up to the photo shoot and I'm like, what color soda am I gonna be doing, guys? And does anybody want to guess what color they gave someone who looks like me?
Red.
Pineapple? No. Red? No. Yellow? No.
White.
Yellow.
Clear, sparkling mineral water, yes. That is true. They're like, we've got a color for you, and it's not a color. It's the first time a guy like me has ever felt truly profiled, guys. It was on a hike too. Like, if you go on their Instagram page, it's like all beaches and like parties, and then there's just like me on a hike and a flannel. They asked for the flannel, guys. But so yeah, I do. Growing up, you know, with the type of parents that I had, I do hold some conservative values, and I'm going to share some of those with you. I know. Hold on, they're bad. I was at the movie theater recently, y'all, and bro, you can Uber Eats movie theater snacks. Yeah. Biggest waste of fucking money in your life. And I just think that if you do Uber Eats movie theater popcorn and candy, you 100% deserve your student loans. You should not have those forgiven. They should be added to. That is terrible. Another one, I don't trust doctors. But here's why. So I did go to college, and so a lot of my friends are now doctors. And like my one friend Burke, he's now a doctor, and he would go around after every single party and collect all of the half-drink beers, and we call them wounded soldiers. He would pour them into a pot, stir it, and drink it, and he called it his magic brew. You can't trust a doctor that believes in magic, guys. That's silly. You were all like, people do that. Has nobody ever heard of the wounded soldiers at a party? Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, come on. We've all done it. I do it. Come on, you can't let it go to waste. Another one, I think we do need to be a little tougher on crime. So, like, if you record yourself committing a crime, and you get caught because you recorded yourself committing that crime, your punishment should be that you have to now use a flip phone. I call it the Razor Registry. It's just the dumbest way to get caught committing a crime. You would have gotten away with it. Let's see. What else was I going to talk about? I don't really remember, guys. This has been going so much better than I thought it was going to. Holy shit. I guess I'll just do...
Were we looking for him? No.
Yeah, well...
No, some other
has anybody ever heard the saying, like, humans don't deserve dogs? Yeah, has anybody heard you say that? Dude, that's fucking bullshit. Because we created dogs. We absolutely deserve dogs. What the fuck did a dog deserve to get humans? A pug? You're not finding a pug in the wild. That's sick. Saying humans don't deserve dogs, it's like people from Seattle saying that we don't deserve the seasonal depression. It's like, we live here. We absolutely fucking deserve the season. You can't have that Seattle superiority complex without spending 6 months out of the year staring at your UV light going, the 3 months of summer is definitely worth it. The 3 months of summer is definitely worth it. Honest to God, that's enough. Thank you all. My name is Ben Weddle. Please give it to your host, Lauren.
And I didn't know you wrote my favorite children's book, If You Give a Mouse Human Cancer. So much better than the cookie.
That was good. I'm very proud of you. That was the best show I think I've seen.